Television ratings for World Series games are less than half what they were 3 decades ago. Baseball owners are doing the same thing that big corporations do, bring in foreign labor to take jobs that ought to go to Americans. American baseball players are better, as the awards and the Hall of Fame prove, but perhaps baseball owners think the foreign players are cheaper and easier to control.
Oh, my God. Stephen A. Smith.
What's going on, man?
My man.
How you doing, buddy? How's everything?
Man, I'm doing great. When I heard and read Phyllis Schlafly, I got to tell you, first person that came to mind was Stephen A. Smith. And I try to stay in my lane, and sports is not it. But this goes deeper than sports. I just sort of wanted to get your sense of what you just heard and read.
Well, my first reaction was, why is Joe informing me about this? Because I try not to be aggravated this early in the morning. But obviously, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I mean, the ignorance flowing from her mouth. Thank God, she isn't running for office or in a position to win an election or something like that, because it's clear what times she would like us living back in. And what really stands out in my mind was just the ignorance of it all. I mean, I think about Roberto Clemente. I think about some of the players that exist in the sport today, of Dominican descent or beyond. I think about a Giancarlo Stanton. I think about so many of these other players, whether it's the Yasiel Puig or others, so many foreign-born players that have come into Major League Baseball and have proven that they belong, that can play on a very elite level. But then to take it a step further, to listen to her speak, it's like she's blaming the demise of baseball on foreign-born players and to some degree African Americans. Let's just call it what it is. She longs for the good old days, as they say. And when you're talking about a World Series that took place in 1944, I mean, come on now. And then I say to myself, okay, did you not notice that the National Football League is now usurped baseball as America's pastime? Did you not know that even in the sport of baseball, or football rather, when the off season arrives, Joe, and there are no games, it's still outright baseball. And this is the interesting part. We just looked at these stats last year. As of right now, the sport of Major League Baseball is 8% black. And you've got foreign-born players over 25%. But baseball, by and large, is still over 65% white, I'm sorry. So what does that mean? Why the dissipation in popularity? It's very simple. The game is slower. It's not as interesting. The monetary rewards are something that you have to wait for, whereas in football and basketball, you can get money quicker because you don't have to go through the minor league system and all of that stuff. All of those things come into the fray. And those are things that she conveniently ignored with her soliloquy or diatribe or whatever you want to call it. It was disgusting to hear, to be quite honest with you. It's a damn shame that there's still people in this world that feel that way.
That's why I wanted Stephen A. Smith on. That's exactly why. I could let you go now, and you can go back to your calm. You can go back to your calm morning. No, I mean,